again, they're here today. I don't know how long they're going to be here for. My information I'm getting is now the elected officials, Javier Salazar's guys, are on scene now. And so they're interrupting my official business here that I have to do. As you see, I still have my purse on me. I had to run out and get something to drink. I have several subpoenas here. Just 7 of them right now here. These aren't included the ones that I've gotten before.
Can I get...
we'll hold on to that too, my legal attorney.
Okay.
Several subpoenas. I have been improperly served from day one. I've never been officially informed that I was under any kind of criminal investigation by the Texas Rangers nor by the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
The way I found out was that I had a brief phone call with Mr. Bradley Freeman, the Texas Ranger, who briefly discussed that he wanted to meet with one of my officers. Okay, great. And then shortly after that, he hangs up and calls my attorney. My attorney turns around and calls me and says, hey, he just said that you're under criminal investigation. And so you can see the inconsistencies of stories we've had, the improperness of their duties as officers. And yes, I am being attacked.
So this is a part of a criminal investigation into you specifically?
Yeah, I really don't know. That's the thing. If you notice, and I can show you just the brief top of it. Just the top of it right here. Just the brief top. You might have it now. I'm just going to show you the brief top, where it says State of Texas versus who? Versus who? State of Texas versus who?
Okay.
These are the games that they play with me.
Have you ever been called to testify before a grand jury?
I haven't been called on this case to testify before a grand jury at all, ma'am.
Okay.
Again, too, I don't know why they're in my office today, what they're looking for. I can say that we have done nothing illegal in this office. The only thing I have done is stand up for my community. I'll continue to do that. I'm going to continue to be vocal. I am not going to be part of the good old boy system. I refuse to join Judge Nelson Wolf's game. I refuse to join Joe Gonzalez, the district attorney's game. I refuse to join Javier Salazar, the sheriff's game. I would not join any of them. And also their assistant, Don McCrow. I refuse that Bradley Freeman here with the Texas Rangers was not cooperative enough to sit down and discuss this matter with me at hand. But has left me on the sidelines wondering what is going on here.
And how do you feel right now? I mean, you know that you're the subject of possibly a criminal investigation. FBI, Texas Rangers are here. How do you feel?
Well, I tell you, it upsets me. It really does, for the fact that I went and took several prosecution packages, because we are a law enforcement agency, so we have criminal cases that lay before us. One of them, again, was Deputy Moreno and Deputy De La Cerda. We laid charges on them, and they held on to these charges for several weeks, several months. I got a call from the district attorney's office saying, Constable, just send an email over here, and it just say that you're going to go ahead and give us the okay to go ahead and go before the grand jury to indict these 2 officers. I did, and they're going to find that email in my computer where I gave the okay for them to go ahead and go before the grand jury for indictment for these 2 officers. Now, all of a sudden something changed. I don't know if it's because I'm not talking about politics background, because again, they'll try to go and put a complaint on me over at the ethics board. But I think it had to do with me, first of all, being so outspoken. Second, maybe a possibility of running for another seat.
Okay.
And so they're trying to stop me from speaking out to what's going on behind the scenes. And what I call it is, what I tell the community all the time is, come with me on the other side of the door. What does that mean? Well, basically what that means is that come with me, because yes, ma'am, or yes, sir, you've elected me, and you get to see out here what's going on, but I want you to join with me on the background to see what's going on behind the doors with these elected officials. I have opened up that door and been transparent with my community, something that other elected officials have never done and do not want to know, do not want the community to know what goes on behind closed doors. The favoritism, the large contributions that go on from corporations. I've urged people to go look at the election site on campaign reports. You'll see a huge amount of money given over to these elected officials for the best interest of all these big businesses or deals on the side. My thing with that is that if you look at my financial report, you're not going to see all that, because I'm for the people. I'm not for politic influences.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. I'm not. You know what? I'm waiting for them to get done here, because I will, and I am going to seek more legal advice going forward. I've already seek legal advice currently right now, but I am seeking other avenues to go forward with the county, because I think that they do need to be held responsible for what they've done here.
Are you in any way on any sort of leave? Do you have your badge and everything like that?
I don't answer to nobody. I am the elected official, so I am the top boss of the whole office currently right now. I know they've listed me as an employee. I'm not an employee. I'm elected by the constituents who are my bosses, and no one else is my boss.
Okay, and any comment on these lawsuits, De La Cerda and
Sure. I know they said there's several lawsuits. There's not several lawsuits. I only have 2 in the federal district court. That's it. That were recently filed, and I've never been served with them. So, really, at this point in time, I really do not have lawsuits because I've never been served with them yet.
Okay, I know about the federal lawsuit from Moreno, and then there's I believe 2 Bexar County District Court lawsuits.
Those aren't my lawsuits, ma'am.
Okay.
You would have to ask Judge Nelson Wolf on those.
And Mr. Wolf is expected to speak here soon about what's going on here. Any
Yeah,
word
I
from
hope
him?
he does speak out. You know, he's called me wacko before on the San Antonio Express News, very unprofessional. You know, I've gone to their offices. I've gone to Judge Nelson Wolf's office to try to meet with him. He doesn't sit down as an elected official with me to sit down and discuss matters.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone to Javier Salazar, the sheriff, to you know, get to know him, and we work together. Of course, I know of him before taking office. He laughs. He just thinks everything's a joke all the time, which is very unprofessional. And then we also have Joe Gonzalez, who I've gone to his office, and he refuses to meet with me also. I believe one of the camera news followed me one time up there, and, you know, they said he was out of town. And I run into him at functions out and about in the county, and he runs out the door as soon as he sees me. That where there's no kind of conversation going on between us. I think that's been very, very unprofessional. First, because I'm a woman. Because why am I the only one not allowed to sit down with other elected officials and conduct business? Why is it only a man's group right now?
Okay.